Okay, so in the previous video we created this resource spawner, and we created this editor utility as well. Uh, so now let's create another utility function to clear the spawned resources. Okay. Um, yeah. So we can do that uh, by going to the resource spawner class, and let me check my documentation first. Okay. So first, let's create a function called yeah. Let's create a function called remove spawned resources, and we can use this spawned resources array directly. But however, sometimes when you are loading your engine again, or when you are dereferencing certain stuff, this list can be get cleared, right? Because it exists only in the editor level, right? But we can use the tags that has been assigned previously when we are spawning our characters to get a reference for that specific object instances that has been spawned, right? So even if this array element has been cleared, we can get that object instance by calling or by referring their tags. So I think it's better to create a function first. I'll create this as spawned get spawned resources, and output of this should be natural resource base object instance but an array. Let's name it as return value. Okay, so first I'll take this spawned resource list and check whether it is valid. If it is valid, then there is no issue. We can simply return the existing value or existing list. But if it is not uh, valid, we have to iterate through all the actors in the map with respect to the natural resource class type, right? And we have to get that specific actor. I think it should be get all actors with tag, okay, with this specific class. And this is the tag actually, right? The tag of this specific spawn. So basically this will return, or basically this will go through all the natural resource object instances that has been spawned in the map, and it will check that natural resource object has a tag of this specific type or this specific value, right? So we can easily determine what are the respective vectors for this specific spawn. Okay. So this will return certain amount of element, and over there we can directly return those values as the spawn resources, or even that we can reassign this array, right? Because it is invalid, but we have found the valid element instances, so we can reassign it. So in the next time when we are clearing the instances, it will be bit much fast, right? Performance wise it will be much better. Okay, and let's create or maybe let's try to reuse that function before the population of new resources, like that. And now if you try to populate resource again, okay, I think I have to clear these old instances, right, because it is not correctly referencing with our spawn. And let's try to populate again, and let's click it again. Okay, it's not removing element, right? Why is that? Oh yeah, because I haven't used this function. Okay, my bad. So yeah, I was just creating this function, so I forgot to implement that. So yeah, let's reuse this thing, and I think we can make it as pure function because we are only going to return set of value. We are going to only read values, right? We are not going to manipulate anything. And let's use a for each loop. And when we are going through the element, we have to destroy the actors. And once everything is destroyed, we can simply clear this thing. Okay, let's compile, save, let's try to populate again and again. Okay, now you can see the old instances are removing and new instances are populated. Yeah. So let's create a utility function to clear all the elements as well, because maybe like we don't need to clear and populate each time. Maybe you need to entirely clear the resources. So we can do that actually by creating another editor utility function, and I'll name this as maybe clear spawned resources. It should be called an editor, and it should call this function. Compile and save, or the reverse showcase map. Let's try to invoke this utility function. Okay, so here you can see it successfully removed all the populated elements. So you can populate and remove, right? And now you can repopulate as well. Okay, so I think the function worked as we expected. But I think we need to have a proper randomization as well, right? Here you can see that the element are spawning, but we only use this one value, right? So that's why there is no proper randomization. Instead of that, actually we can create much more randomization by repopulating this list with the different types of resources. So let's do that in the next tutorial. And let's have better randomization in our natural resource. Okay, I'll see you in the next tutorial, and thank you.